Welcome everyone. Pre-market prep at the close. Spencer Israel, Joel Elconin. Uh, Joel, I guess a pretty quiet end to the week in terms of just the overall action today. The Trump press conference ended up being a sell the rumor, buy the news type of situation. Walk us through what's happened today in the markets.
Well, first, let me take my motion sickness pills here. The volatility in the market. I'll tell you, if they're just for new traders or even veteran traders out there, I have found that when there's press conferences or Fed meetings or Fed announcements, I mean, intraday trading is hard enough. But when you have he was supposed to come on at 2. What time did he come on at? Like
Oh,
2:50?
presidents never come on when
All
they said they're
right,
going to
well,
come on.
President, I would just say that, if you look at, if you're looking at your trading performance, your trading habits, if you're an active intraday trader, look at days like this and, determine, if you're extremely profitable during sessions like this, then by all means, continue doing it. But if you're not, then there's sometimes the best trade is a no trade. So it's just a little bit of a trading advice for our investors, traders out there. But from a session standpoint, you got red. Looked like we were going deep red a couple times, only to come back from the abyss, go back down. And what I'm looking here, we have 18 minutes going into the close. And you know how I like closes, Spencer. I talk about double tops, double bottoms, multiple closes. Well, it looks like you're going to have a triple close here in the same area, right near the high close to the rebound. And what I mean by a triple close is your close from yesterday, 30.38, your close on Wednesday, 30.35. And if we're there right now, right there, triple close in the same area. So that means bulls and bears are squaring off, and it's going to be a good level. Hopefully, we won't open up 30 points higher or 30 points lower. But once again, it's, the closes are important, and we're very close to setting a new rebound high for the close. Let's move on. The pre-market high was taken out, 30.43. You haven't gotten a ton of follow through yet. Pre-market low was 21.11 or 30.11 and a quarter. You took that out, 29.92, but you're well above it now. Crude's in the green by $1.27 here, 34.98. We went to 35.77. Crude has
Wow.
been on a roll here. Wow, nice roll. Gold up 1760, still kind of in that 1690, 1750 trading range. Also, silver's in the green by 2.6%, 1843 and a half. And Bitcoin hanging out at 9,500, down $90, 9,470. And I tell you, William Pouncey, he just must watch AMD all day. Holy moly. Back up, back in that trade. How's AMD doing today?
Okay.
AMD's in the green by
Yeah.
$1.54. I'll just say one thing about, just the overall market. And when we had those dips today, it just seemed like Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Google, and Facebook. I mean, they did go red, but it was just like, man, they went green pretty quickly. So if you're looking for days with big flushes in the markets, you're not going to do that when any of those five stocks are green or,
Yeah.
green on the day, because they're your leaders, they're your index leaders.
So Joel, I was reminded today how annoying that this any sort of market reaction to U.S. China tensions were. It's been a while since. It's been a few months at least since the market's been super focused on China, and the U.S. It's been all about coronavirus, as it should be. So it's been a while, and I'd forgotten how annoyed I get with the market's reaction to these news headlines, right? So Trump comes on today. He announces we are terminating our relationship with the WHO. We are we're getting rid of the exemptions for Hong Kong for a special tariff treatment, and we are going to investigate Chinese securities in U.S. markets. And because he didn't announce new tariffs, that's considered a win, right? I guess. We just signed phase one of this trade deal, like what, January 20th or around then. When are we going to get a phase two? How many phases are there even going to be? I have so many questions, and there are no answers. And every time the market rallies and dips on any of these headlines, I just want to bang my head against the wall because none of it makes sense because there are so many unknowns. You know what I
Uh,
mean?
there are. But what you got to try and do is try and put the blinkers on and respect the overall trend, which has been nothing but up here since that March low. So
So just every U.S. China headline, I'll just buy the dip from now on. Whatever, even if there is no dip, I don't know because
I don't
this
know
doesn't
when
make sense. Just because he didn't announce new tariffs, that's good news. I I
how
don't
do you
know.
announce new tariffs after you just finished the phase one,
I
Spencer?
I phase one of how many? This is my other point.
Okay.
Like I don't know. I'm the headlines are the headlines, but the market's reaction to them is just it bothers me. It bothers me how focused the market gets, and I get that it's important. China matters, but these reactions just don't make sense to me, and the whole thing just annoys me.
All right.
I didn't
Well,
like it when the market was super zeroed in on this for like what a year and a half, and we got a reprieve thanks to a global pandemic, and now it seems like we're back. So I'm excited.
I would say I know a little bit about the markets. I know a little bit about sports, but I know nothing about politics.
Yeah,
So
it's just it's yeah.
we can
It's
move on from there.
all right. What about what was on my list here to talk? Oh yeah, Occidental Petroleum here, Joel, cut their
Oh,
dividend a couple months ago in March to 11 cents, and they cut it again today to a penny.
boy, oh boy. And you made a good point. Like they said, you're ranting like Triple D, Spencer. Uh, they cut it to a penny, so the funds are not totally out of it, right? The dividend
Right.
yielding funds.
Right.
Uh, this is just a lesson in if you're in a stock and the market goes down and the stock goes down and the market goes up and the stock doesn't go up, then you better watch out. And that's exactly what happened here. That horrible purchase of Anadarko. Chevron's got to be laughing all the way to the bank on this one. I just have to say, it's a horrible looking chart. And the other thing, too, oil's rallied. Look how much oil's rallied from
Yeah.
negative 45 to 35. I mean, it's 80-point rally in crude futures. I mean, I don't know. If you're holding on to this stock and you're looking for it to come back, then be holding hands with Mr. Buffett on this one. I just have no idea. It's just like just take this as a note that we're in something, goes down with the market. It was going down before the market. This thing's been getting killed in 2020. Went down with the market, then the market rebounds, and boom, it didn't. So I'd be looking for lower prices in this one. The low of the move has been you're not quite there yet. What's been the low of the move? 944. No, 9 even this thing got to. So still a ways away from it, but that's what I'm looking at here in Occidental Petroleum.
I was just looking at the debt to equity ratio on Oxy because I would imagine they have a lot of debt. That's how they funded their acquisition of Anadarko, and debt to equity is 1.8. So that's certainly high on the higher end of above normal, higher than normal.
For
So
sure.
I don't know. Yeah, never want to see dividend get cut to a penny. Let's go to some stocks we discussed on this show this morning. What about cannabis here, Joel? I mean, Canopy Growth just was weak all through the morning, and
Caught a
I
bounce.
guess it stopped going down. Yeah, I guess that's something.
Yeah, I mean,
It
I
gave
you know
back
I
a week's worth of gains in one morning.
yeah, but it had a wicked rally off the open. Open 17, take 16.95, then ran to 18.39. So didn't get down to that 1660 area. You had a nice little, day trader pop, buying it off the open, pumped it up, and now the true fundamentals are, weighing in on the issue. Just bad report, bad news, hanging above the low of the session. Uh, did talk to some people. I don't know if they asked about this chat and another chat about Aurora Cannabis, and that opened up at its high for the session. Boom, 1466 hit 1378. Tilray continued lower. I mean, not sure what if that sector is going to turn around, it's not going to be off that report from Canopy Growth.
What do you mean? If it's going to turn around and go higher again? If
Yeah,
or okay,
yeah, yeah. I'm being
yeah.
a little facetious there.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Fair enough. All right. What else was on my list here? I had. Oh, we didn't talk about this morning. We didn't talk about Nordstrom, and they had earnings yesterday, right?
After the close,
If memory serves correctly, yesterday after the close, we didn't discuss them. I'll just give you the numbers real fast. They lost $3.33 per share on a GAAP basis
oof.
last quarter. Um, and what do they say about revenue? I didn't actually see a revenue number. Let's pull it up real fast. JWN revenue last quarter. Oh, wrong place. Sorry, 1 second. Here we go. I'm seeing 2 billion versus a 2.4 billion dollar estimate. So then the adjusted EPS was a loss of $2.23 versus a 95-cent loss estimate. So they missed badly on the EPS and missed on the revenue. Not sure if this is really a surprise, but
No, I mean that's kind of one store where you get the lookers, the people going through the different sections and looking at things,
and then
and
go buy it on Amazon.
yeah, then they go buy it on on Amazon. Uh, the sellers that had it just under 20, they had it right yesterday. Now you had double top 1970, 1985. $16. Not sure what to tell you on this one, folks. Under 16. I mean, if you feel like you need to own this issue after this big down day, maybe wait a couple sessions and see if you can get it in the lower 15 handle. The reason I'm saying that is I see multiple lows. I see one, two, three, four lows in a row, and let's just call it 15 a quarter, that low area. So not rushing out to buy Nordstrom's, nor are people rushing out to buy stuff at Nordstrom's.
DKNG, DraftKings, strong into the close today. The CEO was on CNBC about 20 minutes ago or so, maybe more. I read a candle there, but I mean, it's strong. Another strong day for DKNG and for the stock that
Again,
Jason
yep.
pitched on our show this morning, GAN.
He actually did that a couple weeks ago,
True.
too.
Okay.
So got to give him credit on that. Just Momo, baby. Right into Momo. I wrote about GAN yesterday, and I said, man, if you look at the way DK Energy is rallying, uh, why sell GAN? And I asked you on the pre-post market show. I'm like, why can't I just buy stocks that are going straight up? And you gave me the answer because when you buy them, they're going to go down. But man, it's just got momentum. Uh, Momentum's going your way. I mean, it's impossible to pick targets. The only thing I would say on a stock like GAN or DKNG is, wait for a period of consolidation. Like if you're getting worried about it, look for a period of consolidation, which it had. I mean, I'll just look at DKNG. You had a run up to 31.78, and then you pulled back to 28, and you're thinking, oh, is this it? And then boom, it broke out the top. So after these stocks have extended moves, then wait for consolidation periods to make your next move.
I don't know. I'm inclined to. I'm like Dennis, where I don't chase. I'm like you, actually. All three of us don't chase, but I'm inclined to just chase something.
Or
Just
get
start
in
chasing.
early. I mean, if you feel, and I think also with these stocks, like let's say, even if you listened to the show a couple of weeks ago, you didn't buy it, and you didn't buy it today when we talked about it, and you feel like then buy a little bit, buy 25% of your position, and then if it goes down, decide the amount you want to do it. But it's very hard at to do that. But at least if you put a little, a few shekels into it, if it continues higher, you got a position in it, and if it goes lower, then you're not upset either. I know Dennis, every time he puts a half position on, he gets run over.
Yeah.
But I think if you're a prudent investor, then that's another way to look at things. If you feel like you missed the train that left the station,
All right. What is happening with Alibaba here right now?
I don't know. Is it
But
going down?
no. Look at
Going
this
up?
run.
Uh it got beaten up pretty bad though. That's what I would say.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, this is after the fact, but you had a 196.75 low on Wednesday. You hit 196.70 today. Maybe some shorts were pressing it under 197, and then it turned around. and nice move. But this thing has had, considering what the market did this week, and I know it's it's not a U.S. stock, but it kind of went contra to the market, and someone came in and said they wanted to own it, and they want to own it in a big way. And they had a nice day, new high for the week on this, really good volume too. So nice move. And Baba, the only thing I look at is something technical. I didn't see any news on it. Just real quickly here. Spoos are ripping into the close here. We are having, we will have a new high close for the rebound. Suckered some more shorts in today under 3,000, and we're just ripping. Don't know if we'll see that 65 and a half high from yesterday, but strong momentum going into the close. Spencer, you still there?
Sorry, I was on mute. I'm looking around here trying to find stocks that are running with the market. We mentioned Baba. Zoom is really running here for the past few minutes, and
yeah.
I'm
I mean,
looking
what are they?
around for a headline. I don't see anything, but I've only looked for like a couple seconds, so I could have missed it.
Zoom, holy moly! Look at that thing. When's they have earnings?
No, they've been out.
Oh, they had earnings today?
No. Zoom reported a while ago, I thought.
Really?
Did they not?
Okay.
Let's look in the pro.
I
Zoom
thought I saw
reported.
something. Oh, you
Oh,
can.
you are correct, Joel. June 2nd. Huh. That's interesting.
Okay.
After the close. So after the close on Tuesday.
Okay. Well, having a little problem here with my charts. Let me see if I can pull up just the price here. There we go. Not having a great day.
I mean, forget the day. Just look at the last few minutes. With Zoom?
Let me look. No. My system is being really bogged down here.
Okay.
Hold on.
So Zoom is at the high of the day right now. It's just topped out at 179.99.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I just had a little data freeze there. No one wants to go short going into the earnings, right? I mean, that's the only thing I'm thinking, right? Strong stock.
I mean,
that's what I'm thinking. Like, why? Because this is kind of this is a COVID play. So I'm just
inclined
thinking,
to play. Yeah, I would be inclined to buy it.
Someone's getting called in here, is what I think, and they're saying you're done. You're done. You're not. We're buying in. So that's a possibility.
All right, I would be inclined to buy this Monday morning, knowing that Zoom is running today and reporting after the close on Tuesday.
You're a brave man.
I said, we'll reassess on Monday morning. We'll see where things stand. But I would be inclined to take a flyer Monday morning on this guy. Okay, a minute and a half here left, Joel. Let's go look at. I want to do some more stocks from the chat.
I just want to do one before we go.
Yeah,
I just want to do. Jason made some good calls on the show today. Dennis made a good one. In what was it, Big Lots, and his exact quote was, "I don't have the stock name in my portfolios, but if I had it, I'd be hitting the sell button really hard." And that opened up at 42 and a quarter, tick 42.33. And then went all the way down to 35.64. Now it's still green on the session. Big volume in this one. It's traded 13 million shares. So there's some big liquidation going up. The stock is up over 300% from its $10 low. So interesting. We'll keep an eye on the close today, but just think a lot of people are sitting on a lot of profits on this one. So good call by Triple D there in Big Lots.
All right, trying to keep up with a few of our chats here. There was a few tickers that came flying by.
Let's do one. We're coming into the close.
Let's do one. Nick Malucci is saying Cisco is blasting off. I have not looked at Cisco since the show this morning, so let's take a look. This is not one I normally look at. Wow,
that is a big move.
What is going on out there?
I have no idea. Unless, I mean, let's just. I don't have the news on this, but let's see. Cisco had some high. It's not even really like a super technical breakout. I don't know. I mean, it did have a couple highs at 46 from last week and earlier this week. Broke out of 46 yesterday. Not on super volume. Held the close. Dipped found support under the close. I don't know. It's just tech. People need to own tech. But S&Ps, I know we have until the 5 p.m. close. But as of right now, we'll post a new closing high for the rebound, which is good news. 30.43 is where we're currently trading. In order to best that close from yesterday, we need to close above 30.38. If you're looking for the high of the move over the weekend, 30.65.50. That was our high yesterday. So that's a potential target.
All right, that'll be a wrap for this week on Pre-Market Prep. Thanks to everyone who stopped by. I was able to listen into the options boot camp a little bit today. Caught some of Anne Marie Band's commentary. Caught some of Nick Shaheen's commentary. It was great. Highly recommend signing up for future events if you haven't. If you missed that one or our previous one. Got some real value out of that. And don't forget, the Benzinga Cannabis Capital Conference is going virtual. That is on Monday. You can learn more about that by going to benzingaevents.com, I believe was the website for that. And that's what I got. So please remember, all the information from our show is meant to be used as informational purposes, not for investing or trading advice. And that's a wrap. Everyone have a great weekend, and we'll be back with you bright and early on Monday morning.